thought they did a good job. As good as they were in the second half defensively, we were even worse defensively. I thought that was the difference in the game. I thought in the first half, I thought we played to the scouting report, thought we did a good job. It's hard to win at home or on the road, but particularly on the road when a team shoots 76% in the second half. They only miss 5 balls, so that's really hard to overcome.
What was the breakdown was interior, inside?
I don't know. I mean, you could point to a lot of different things. I thought when we called the timeout, when Todd hit the shot in the corner, at that moment in time, it just became Clark driving us. And that's not necessarily just the guy that is guarding Clark at that time. It's whoever's got to be on the help side. Once we kind of contained that, then they went back to running all the Princeton stuff that they ran. And I don't think that you can necessarily say that it's an inside guy. I think that how they play is team offense, and how you have to defend it is team defense. So collectively, we didn't do a good enough job of executing in the half court defensively.
How tough was it to have Junior out at the end of the game when you needed someone to kind of run the offense?
I don't know. I thought Vander was really good. 6 assists and 1 turnover. Junior had, I think, 2 and 3. I thought Vander did a really good job, and I thought that it helped us from a defensive perspective. I thought he was doing a really good job on 21. There were some possessions, maybe 2 or 3, that it would have flowed better if Junior would have been in there offensively. But I thought Vander played outstanding.
What about Todd? Was he just kind of sheltered?
I thought he was really good. I mean,
he had 6 turnovers. So
yeah, first game as a freshman on the road to have 16 points, 4 turnovers, or 6 turnovers, like you said, is not good. But I thought he was really good. I wish that he wouldn't have 6 turnovers, but you know, to experience this for the first time in your life, I thought there were a lot of good things that he did.
What did you guys do right in that first half to force them into so many turnovers?
Well, I thought that we played to the scouting report. I thought we did a good job. They're hard to defend, and I don't know. You know, I thought our ball pressure was great. I thought our help side was really good. I think a lot of our turnovers came from the help side, and I thought you know, the last 10 minutes of the game, our help side defensively wasn't what it needed to be, because I think we created some turnovers. It's hard to force a team into 12 turnovers, especially as potent as they are offensively. But if you can force a team into 17 turnovers, that's good. But the problem with that is, if you didn't force them into a turnover, they were scoring, and that's the difference.
You said they're hard to defend. Is it their length or their spacing, or?
Well, I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I mean, number one, they're really good players. Number 2, they're very well coached, and number 3, you know, like some of those cuts that they were able to score on in the second half, especially late. You know, it was like the last step of the cut. We defended the cut initially and then didn't finish it, didn't follow up and stay with the cut. And I think they do a good job of staying within what they do. And so I think it's a combination of all of it.
Is this a setback for you guys defensively, for one game, correct? What kind of thing?
I don't know. I mean, you don't want to let a team shoot 63%. Having said that, we lose by 1 possession and the opponent shot 63%. So defensively, we have to get better. And in some ways, we did some good things defensively, but down the stretch, not enough to win on the road.
What are your thoughts on Hollis Thompson's performance there in the final 2 minutes? A 3-pointer, a jumper, and then the 3-pointer to put him up.
Yeah, we just watched that last clip on the computer. I thought our guys did exactly what we would want them to do. You know, it was a perfect defensive possession in a lot of ways. So he made the shot, though.
Well, Sims has been kind of a complimentary guy for them for 3 years. He seems to be taking a bigger role this year. What did you see out of him?
In our preparation, I thought he was the key to their team. I think within how they play, he's their point guard. Everything runs through him, regardless of whether he catches it on the block or whether he catches it at the elbow. Depending upon which elbow he catches it at, depends upon what the action is on the strong side or the weak side. I think his growth as a player, their staff is to be commended for, and obviously he's put a lot of time and effort into becoming the player that he was. I think last year at this time when we played him, I think we played him on February 13th of last year. So in 11 months, he was averaging 4 points. He was averaging 4 points when we played him. I don't exactly remember how many rebounds he was averaging, but not so much statistically. That's obvious, his growth and improvement, but more so his ability to have the offense run through them. Similar to what it was our first year when we played here, when everything was running through Greg Monroe.
Jamil, your starter now?
Well, I mean, he was tonight.
Can continue then?
I don't know.
Coach, you touched on the fact that Todd Mayo coming into this environment, it was a good thing for him. How do you think that's going to help him going up to Syracuse for your next game?
And they're really good. Obviously, they're the #1 team in the country. The last time they lost was when we beat them. So that tells you how good they are. That seems like an eternity ago. We need Todd to be good, but we need everybody collectively to be good. I think when we're all on the same page, we have a chance to be good. But it's not just Todd, but I think that he does give us a distinct niche offensively and defensively, and I think our team relies on him. So I was really, other than the turnovers, really pleased with his first Big East road competition as a freshman.
Did this remind you of the Louisville game at all last year? You mentioned that they were just making shots, you guys were defending.
There's some similarities. I think we were up 18 with 6 something to play at Louisville, so it was a longer run by Georgetown. I think it was 13-13 when we called timeout, so that's a longer stretch to endure it. At least the out-of-body experience against Louisville, it happened in 6 minutes. At Georgetown, it was 13 minutes.
Coach, Devontae Gardner only, from what I see, only made 1 shot in the second half. What does he bring to your team, especially with Christmas really being out?
Well, number one, I don't know if he can play 31 minutes and be quite as effective. That's probably a little bit too much. But with Jamil in foul trouble, that's kind of what we were forced to have to play him. I think he's a guy that has to be defended. And so when he has to be defended, at least it changes the ambiance of what our other 4 guys are doing. I just think that as the game wore on, I wish that Jamil wouldn't have had the foul issues, because we could have played him, maybe got Devontae a little bit more rest, even if it was just 2 minutes.
That's it.
I know you talked about this already, but what do you take from this? I mean, it's a tough loss on the road, losing the big lead, now going forward.
I hope that we grow from it. Like I said, I was really pleased with our effort, really pleased with how we responded to playing on the road against a team as talented and as good as Georgetown is. Maybe it's immature in my response. I just think it's a really long season, and it's just started. We're 1-1, and we're playing the best team in the country on Saturday. So it's not going to get easier. It's going to get more difficult.
That's it. Thanks.
Thank you.